chapter 3, verse 103. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Look at the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The command is, hold fast to the means of access, which is usually translated as hold fast to the rope of Allah. That's okay. The rope of Allah is the means of access to Allah. There's no physical rope hanging there, which we have to physically go and hold it. We have to hold to the means of access to Allah. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا. All together. That's a command coming. It's not a suggestion. It's not an auto-suggestion. It's up to you to hold to the means of access to Allah altogether. It's not an option. It's a command. You want to follow the sunnah of Muhammad? This is the sunnah to be followed. Do we follow this sunnah? Do we hold fast to the access which leads us to Allah altogether? Do we have the unity to hold to the rope of Allah? Al-Quran is the rope of Allah. Hold fast to this rope all together and do not be disunited. وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. And do not be disunited. That's the command. You want to follow the sunnah? Be united. That's the sunnah. Are we following the sunnah over there? Killing each other? Hating each other? Bombing each other? Destroying each other's mosques and holy places of worship? Hold fast to the means of access to Allah altogether, in unity, altogether, and do not be disunited. In America, Muslims are being given this suggestion, this command, I should say. Do not be disunited. Are we united? Are we united in America? Are we united in the Islamic world? Are we fulfilling this command of Allah? Or are making just fun of it? We have developed our own deens, our own religions. The religion was supposed to be Al-Islam. But if you are a Shia, that's your religion. If you are a Sunni, that's your religion. Hanafi, that's your religion. Shafi'i, that's your religion. Salafi, that's your religion. We develop our own religions. And then, what happened to unity? What happened to this command? Are we united? We are in a bad shape. We are very busy calling each other kafir, calling each other a non-Muslim, calling each other a person who is going to go to hell. Are we the Malik? Are we the final decision maker? Who goes to heaven and who goes to hell? Are we playing God? What are we doing? Allah is Malik Yawmiddin. He is the sovereign authority. He is going to make the final judgment about me, about you. He's not going to ask you about me, and he's not going to ask me about you. You tell me you are a very knowledgeable person, you are a great imam, you are a great sheikh. Tell me, should I send this person to heaven or hell? Allah is not going to go that route. Allah is Malik Yawmiddin. So why we act as if we are going to make somebody go to hell or heaven? Slow down. Let's not act God. Let's not give fatwa on somebody else, whether that somebody else is going to go heaven, paradise or not. Who am I to tell about you? I'm no God. Or are you God? Giving this fatwa of sending somebody to heaven or hell. And you're in a big hurry to send that person into hell by bombing him, by killing him, by shooting him. Busy, very busy. So that the other person can go to hell, and then you are free to go to heaven. Heaven will be wide open for you. Nobody there except you. Astaghfirullah Rabbi min kulli zambin wa atubu alayh. May Allah forgive us, guide us to the teachings of Al-Quran and the practice of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Allah says, And remember Allah's favors to you. Allah is talking to us. And remember Allah's favors to you when you were enemies one to another. He united your hearts in love, so that by His grace you became brethren. He's talking about the good old times. He united your hearts in love, so that by His grace you became brethren. And you were on the brink of a pit of fire. You were on the brink of the pit of fire, being disunited. He saved you therefrom. Thus does Allah explain to you His messages, that you may be guided aright. He's giving us the example. Allah is telling us the example of the Sahaba, how they came away from that pit of fire. They were ready to fall in. How Allah saved them with the help of Al-Quran and with Uswa Muhammad, Uswa Hasana, with the example of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah saved them. Allah is reminding them and reminding us through them. Our position, I think, is the same. We are very close to the pit of the fire. Remember Allah's favors to you, Allah says, when you were enemies one to another. He united your hearts in love, so that by His grace you became brethren. And you were on the brink of a pit of fire. He saved you therefrom. Thus does Allah explains to you His message, that you may be guided aright.